Hey Gemini, I just sat down with my tarot deck wanting to check in on your energy, and honestly what came through has me a bit excited to share with you. So I pulled some cards, and the theme that kept showing up again and again was this beautiful transition happening in your love life. There is someone new coming in who has their life together financially and emotionally, while simultaneously there is this past person who is absolutely losing their mind, watching you move forward. Let me walk you through what the cards are saying because this reading has so many layers. So the very first card I pulled is the Tower, and I know that typically makes people nervous, but hear me out on this one. The Tower is showing up as confirmation that something from your past had to fall apart. This is not about something falling apart in your future. This is the universe basically saying, yes, that painful ending you experienced was necessary, and it was divinely orchestrated. When I see the Tower in a reading about new love coming in, it tells me that whatever romantic situation collapsed in your past cleared the pathway for something so much better. Think about it like this. Sometimes we hold on to connections that are comfortable or familiar, even when they are not serving our highest good. The universe had to intervene and create that Tower moment, so you could be available for what is actually meant for you. The Tower here is validation that you are not crazy for feeling like that past situation needed to end. It absolutely did. And the reason it ended in such a dramatic or sudden way is because you might not have walked away on your own. Spirit knew you needed that push. So if you have been second-guessing yourself, or wondering if you made a mistake by letting that past person go, or if the universe made a mistake by removing them from your life, the answer is a resounding no. That Tower moment was your liberation, even if it did not feel like it at the time. What I find really interesting about the Tower showing up first is that it is setting the stage for everything else in this reading. It is like the cards are saying, before we talk about this amazing new person coming in, and before we address this jealous past person who cannot let go, we need to acknowledge that the old foundation had to crumble. You cannot build a healthy new relationship on top of a faulty foundation. The Tower came through to demolish what was not working so that you could start fresh. And Gemini, I know your mind probably went to a million different places when you experienced that Tower moment. You probably analyzed it from every angle, trying to understand why it happened the way it did. But sometimes the why does not matter as much as the what comes next. And what is coming next for you looks really, really good based on the rest of these cards. The Tower is also speaking to the shock factor of how things ended with this past person. Like it might have felt like everything was fine one day, and then suddenly it was over. Or maybe you discovered something that completely changed your perspective on the entire relationship. The Tower does not do subtle. It does dramatic revelations and sudden shifts. But here is what I want you to understand. That shock, that intensity, that feeling of everything falling apart all at once, that was actually a mercy. Because imagine if that situation had dragged on for months or years longer. Imagine how much more of your time and energy would have been invested in something that was never going to give you what you truly wanted. The Tower ripped off the Band-Aid fast, and yes, it hurt, but now you are healing, and you are available for something real. Okay, so right after the Tower, I pulled the Star. And oh my goodness, Gemini, this is where the reading starts to get really beautiful. The Star is hope. The Star is renewal. The Star is that feeling you get when you finally start to believe that good things are possible for you again. After a Tower moment, it is so common to feel jaded or cynical about love. You might have told yourself that you are done with relationships or that you are going to focus on yourself for a while. And focusing on yourself is great, but the Star is telling me that your heart is healing faster than you might realize. You are getting your hope back. You are starting to believe that there is someone out there who will treat you the way you deserve to be treated. The Star is also about clarity and vision. You are getting really clear on what you actually want in a partner now that you have experienced what you do not want. That past Tower situation taught you so much about your non-negotiables and your boundaries. And now, with the Star energy, you are not just hoping for love, you are getting clear on the specific kind of love you want to call in. The Star also has this energy of being noticed and seen. I feel like you are glowing right now, Gemini. People are noticing something different about you. Maybe you have been working on yourself, taking care of your physical health, doing things that make you feel good, and it shows. You have this radiant energy, and it is attracting attention. The star says that you are becoming a beacon for the right kind of people. You are no longer dimming your light to make others comfortable. You are shining fully, and the right person is going to be drawn to that light like a moth to a flame. What I love about the star in this position is that it confirms you are in a manifestation period right now. The thoughts you are thinking about love, the standards you are setting, the vision you have for your ideal relationship, all of that is actively being co-created with the universe. So if you have been doing any manifestation work around calling in a healthy partnership, keep going, because the star says it is working. There is also this sense with the star that you are being divinely guided toward this new connection. Like you might meet this person in an unexpected way or in a place you would not normally go. The universe is orchestrating this meeting, and all you have to do is stay open and keep following your intuition. If you get a random urge to go somewhere or try something new, follow that nudge. The star is saying that your angels and guides are actively working behind the scenes to align you with this person. Trust the process even when it does not make logical sense. Your Gemini mind loves logic and reason, but the star is asking you to also trust in magic and divine timing. Next card I pulled is King of Wands in Gemini. This is giving me big energy around the new person who is coming into your life. The King of Wands is confident, passionate, successful, and action-oriented. This is someone who knows what they want and goes after it. They are not playing games. They are not unsure about their feelings. When they see something or someone they want, they pursue it with intention. This person has fire energy in their chart, most likely Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but it could also just be that they embody these qualities regardless of their sun sign. What stands out to me about this king is that they are established. They have their career figured out. They are financially stable. They have goals, and they are actively working toward them. This is not someone who is going to waste your time or string you along. They are at a point in their life where they are ready for something real and committed. The King of Wands also tells me this person is going to be very generous with you. Not just financially, although they will definitely treat you well in that regard, but generous with their time, their attention, their affection. They are going to make you feel prioritized. After dealing with someone in the past who maybe was inconsistent or made you feel like you were an option rather than a priority, this King of Wands energy is going to feel so refreshing. They are going to show up consistently. They are going to follow through on what they say they are going to do. They are going to make plans with you and actually keep them. I know that sounds like bare minimum behavior, but you and I both know that consistency is unfortunately rare these days. This person has it. What I also pick up from the King of Wands is that this person is going to be really attracted to your mind, Gemini. Like, yes, there will be physical chemistry, but they are going to be genuinely fascinated by the way you think and communicate. They are going to love having deep conversations with you. They are going to appreciate your wit and your humor. They are going to value your opinions and ideas. This is someone who sees you as an equal partner. They are not trying to control you or dim your light. They want you to shine, and they are going to support your goals and dreams just as much as they pursue their own. The King of Wands is a natural leader, but they also know how to collaborate and share power in a relationship. You are going to feel so respected and valued with this person. I am also getting that this King of Wands person is going to move relatively quickly once they meet you. Not in a red flag love bombing kind of way, but in a this person knows what they want and does not see the point in playing it cool kind of way. They are going to be direct about their interest in you. They are going to ask you out. They are going to make their intentions clear. And honestly, after potentially dealing with someone in the past who was wishy-washy or kept you guessing about how they felt, this directness is going to be so attractive to you. You are going to appreciate that you do not have to decode their behavior or wonder where you stand. This person is going to communicate openly and honestly with you from the start. Now, I pulled Three of Swords, and I know seeing this card might feel a bit jarring after all that positive King of Wands energy, but stay with me. The Three of Swords is not about your future with this new person. The Three of Swords is representing that past situation, and more specifically, it is showing the heartbreak that past person caused you. This card validates that yes, you went through something painful. Yes, someone hurt you. Yes, there was betrayal or disappointment or grief involved in that past connection ending. The Three of Swords is the universe acknowledging your pain and saying, I see what you went through and it mattered. Your feelings are valid. But here is where it gets interesting. The Three of Swords in this reading is also showing me that this past person is currently experiencing their own Three of Swords moment. They are heartbroken. They are in pain. And a big part of that pain is knowing that they lost you and that you are moving on. The Three of Swords can represent the pain of regret. This past person is looking back on how they treated you, and they are filled with remorse. Maybe at the time they did not fully appreciate what they had with you. Maybe they took you for granted. Maybe they thought you would always be there no matter how poorly they behaved. And now they are realizing they were wrong. They are seeing you heal and glow up and potentially move on with someone new, and it is tearing them apart. The Three of Swords says their heartbreak is self-inflicted. They are reaping what they sowed. And while I never celebrate anyone being in pain, there is a certain poetic justice in someone who hurt you now having to sit with the consequences of their actions. What the Three of Swords is also telling me is that you needed to go through that heartbreak to get to where you are now. As painful as it was, it taught you things you needed to learn. It showed you what you will and will not tolerate in relationships. It forced you to develop stronger boundaries. It made you realize your own worth in a way that maybe you had not fully grasped before. Sometimes our biggest heartbreaks are actually our biggest teachers. They hurt like hell in the moment, but on the other side of that pain, we are wiser, stronger, and more aligned with what we actually deserve. So the Three of Swords is both honoring your past pain and confirming that it served a purpose in your journey. I also want to mention that the Three of Swords can sometimes indicate that this past person might try to reach out to you, especially as they see you moving on. They might send a message or try to get your attention somehow. And if that happens, the cards are advising you to remember this Three of Swords energy. Remember how they made you feel. Remember why it ended. Do not let nostalgia or their temporary regret pull you back into something that already proved it was not right for you. You have the Star energy now. You have the King of Wands coming in. Do not go backwards toward the Three of Swords when you have so much good stuff ahead of you. The next card I pulled is Eight of Cups, and this is so significant, Gemini, because this card is all about walking away from what no longer serves you. The Eight of Cups shows a figure turning their back on a stack of cups and walking away toward the unknown. It is a card of having the courage to leave behind what is familiar, even when you do not know exactly what is coming next. This card is confirming that you have already done the hard work of walking away from that past situation, or if you are still in the process of fully releasing it emotionally, the Eight of Cups is encouraging you to keep going. You are doing the right thing by moving on. That situation had run its course, and staying in it any longer would have been settling. The Eight of Cups says you deserve more than what that connection was offering you, and you were brave enough to acknowledge that and act accordingly. What I love about the Eight of Cups in this reading is that it shows me you are not just walking away from what was not working. You are walking toward your emotional fulfillment and your highest good. The figure in the Eight of Cups is moving toward the mountains, which represent higher ground spiritually and emotionally. You are elevating. You are choosing yourself. You are prioritizing your peace and your happiness over staying in something comfortable but unfulfilling. And that takes so much strength, Gemini especially, for someone with your sign, who can sometimes struggle with making definitive decisions because you can see all sides of a situation. But in this case, your mind and your heart are aligned. You know, walking away was the right choice, and the Eight of Cups confirms it. The Eight of Cups is also speaking to the fact that this past person is watching you walk away and they cannot believe it. They probably thought they had you figured out. They thought you would stick around no matter what. They underestimated your strength and your self-worth. And now they are shocked and honestly probably a bit panicked seeing you actually move on with your life. The Eight of Cups says you are not looking back. You are not entertaining their attempts to get your attention. You are focused on your own path and your own healing. And that is exactly what you should be doing. This card is such a power move energy. It is you taking control of your own narrative and refusing to accept less than you deserve. There is also this element with the Eight of Cups of trusting that something better is waiting for you, even if you cannot see it yet. When you walk away from the cups you are leaving behind, you do not always immediately see what you are walking toward. There is a leap of faith involved. But the Eight of Cups asks you to trust that the universe has something better in store for you than what you left behind. And based on the other cards in this reading, especially that King of Wands, that trust is well placed. You are walking toward a connection that is going to meet you on a completely different level. You are walking towards someone who is actually ready for you and capable of giving you what you need. The Eight of Cups is the necessary ending that makes space for the beautiful new beginning. All right, next up, I pulled the Magician and Gemini. This card is giving me chills because the Magician is all about manifestation and having all the tools and resources you need to create the reality you desire. The Magician stands at their altar with the symbols of all four suits in front of them, representing that they have everything they need to make magic happen. And that is where you are right now. You have been through the tower. You have found your hope again with the star. You have done the work of walking away with the Eight of Cups. And now you are standing in your power with the Magician, ready to consciously create the love life you want. This card says you are in your manifestation era, and everything you need to call in this new relationship is already within you and around you. The Magician is also really significant because it represents your Mercury-ruled sign energy, Gemini. The Magician is associated with communication skill, adaptability, and mental prowess, all things you naturally embody. This card is saying your gifts and your authentic self are exactly what is going to attract this King of Wands person into your life. You do not have to pretend to be someone you are not. You do not have to play games or use strategies. Just being yourself in your full authentic power is magnetic enough. The Magician is a reminder that you have so much to offer in a relationship. You are intelligent, interesting, fun, creative, and capable. The right person is going to recognize all of that and appreciate it fully. What I also get from the Magician is that you might be actively doing some manifestation work right now, whether that is scripting or visualizing or affirming or whatever method resonates with you. And if you are the Magician, says keep it up because it is working. Your thoughts and your energy are literally shaping your reality right now. You are calling in experiences and people that match your vibration. And as you continue to heal and raise your vibration, you are going to attract higher quality connections. The Magician is confirmation that you are a powerful creator and you are actively creating the romantic future you desire, whether you fully realize it or not. The Magician can also indicate that when you meet this new person, there might be an instant sense of chemistry and connection. Like the conversation is going to flow easily. You are going to feel like you have known each other longer than you have. There is going to be this almost magical quality to the connection where everything just clicks. The Magician brings an element of synchronicity and divine timing. You might meet this person through a series of seemingly random events that are actually orchestrated by the universe. Pay attention to signs and synchronicities around this new connection, because the Magician says there is going to be confirmation all around you that this is meant to be. Now I pulled Seven of Swords. And this card is really interesting in this context because Seven of Swords is typically about deception, sneakiness, or someone not being fully honest. In this reading, I am seeing the Seven of Swords as representing that past person and their current energy. This person is being sneaky about how they are keeping tabs on you. They are checking your social media. They might be asking mutual friends about you. They are lurking and watching from a distance, trying to see what you are up to and whether you have moved on. The Seven of Swords has this energy of someone who is too much of a coward to be direct, but is still very much paying attention to your life. They want to know what is going on with you, but they do not have the guts to actually reach out and be honest about how they are feeling. The Seven of Swords can also indicate that this past person might be telling themselves lies or half-truths to make themselves feel better about the situation. Like maybe they are convincing themselves that you are not really over them or that you will come back eventually. Or maybe they are telling other people a version of events that paints them in a better light than what actually happened. The Seven of Swords is about someone who is not being fully authentic or truthful. And honestly, this just confirms that walking away from this person was the right move. Because someone who operates with this Seven of Swords energy is not someone you want to build a future with. You need someone who is direct and honest, like that King of Wands we talked about earlier. What the Seven of Swords is also showing me is that this past person might try some manipulative tactics to try to get your attention or pull you back in. They might reach out with some carefully crafted message designed to make you feel bad for them or to trigger your emotions. They might use mutual friends to send messages indirectly. The Seven of Swords is sneaky and calculated. So if this person does try to re-enter your life in any way, just be aware of the energy they are operating from. They are not coming from a genuine place of growth or change. They are coming from a place of ego and not wanting to lose control or access to you. The cards are warning you to be discerning and to protect your peace. The Seven of Swords also suggests that while this person is being sneaky and lurking, they are simultaneously stressed out by the fact that you are moving on. They thought they could keep you on the back burner or come back whenever they felt like it and you would just be waiting there for them. But you are not waiting. You are healing. You are glowing. You are opening yourself up to new possibilities, and that is making them panic. The Seven of Swords shows someone who is realizing they played games and lost. They were not honest about what they wanted or how they felt, and now they are dealing with the consequences of that. Meanwhile, you are thriving, and that is the best outcome you could ask for. The next card is Seven of Cups, and oh Gemini. This card is so telling because it shows someone who is confused, overwhelmed by options, and struggling to see clearly. In this reading, the Seven of Cups represents that past person and their current mental and emotional state. This person is fantasizing about different scenarios with you. They are imagining what could have been. They are thinking about reaching out, but then talking themselves out of it. They are going back and forth in their mind constantly about you and the situation. The Seven of Cups is scattered, unfocused energy. This person does not know what they want. They are lost in illusions and fantasies, rather than dealing with reality. And honestly, this just highlights even more why you two were not a good match. You need someone decisive and clear, like that King of Wands. This Seven of Cups person cannot even get their own thoughts straight, let alone be a stable partner for you. What I find really interesting about the Seven of Cups here is that it shows this person is essentially stuck while you are moving forward. They are still in the illusion phase, replaying the past, imagining alternate realities that do not exist. Meanwhile, you have already processed your feelings, done your healing, and are opening up to new opportunities. The contrast between where you are energetically and where they are is stark. You have clarity and direction. They have confusion and stagnation. The Seven of Cups can also indicate that this person might be idealizing the relationship now that it is over. They might be remembering only the good parts and conveniently forgetting all the reasons why it did not work. They are seeing you through rose-colored glasses now, but when they actually had you, they did not treat you with the care and respect you deserved. The Seven of Cups also suggests that this person might be comparing every new person they meet or try to date to you and finding everyone lacking. They had something real with you and they messed it up, and now they are realizing that what you offered is not easy to find with someone else. So they are stuck in this loop of wishing things were different, but not actually doing anything productive with those feelings. The Seven of Cups is passive energy. It is all thoughts and fantasies with no real action. And you, Gemini, are way past that energy. You are in action mode with the Magician and moving forward with the Eight of Cups. You are not stuck in fantasies about what could have been. You are creating what will be. I also want to point out that the Seven of Cups can be a warning about illusions and false promises. So if this person does reach out to you with grand promises or declarations of how they have changed or how things will be different, the Seven of Cups says, to take that with a huge grain of salt. People do not fundamentally change that quickly. And someone who is operating from Seven of Cups energy is likely not being fully honest with themselves about their true intentions or capabilities. They might genuinely believe in the moment that they have changed, or that they can give you what you need, but the Seven of Cups shows that is more likely an illusion than reality. Trust the patterns you have already witnessed with this person rather than the words they might say. Okay, so the next card I pulled is the Emperor, and this is bringing in even more confirmation about this new person coming into your life. The Emperor is stable, grounded, authoritative, and protective. This is someone who has their life in order. They are mature and responsible. They have strong masculine energy regardless of their gender. They are a provider and a protector. When I see the Emperor in a love reading, it tells me this is someone who is going to make you feel safe and secure. After potentially dealing with chaos or instability in past relationships, the Emperor energy is going to feel like such a relief. This person has their priorities straight. They know how to manage their time, their money, their responsibilities. They are reliable and dependable. The Emperor also represents someone who is going to respect your boundaries and appreciate that you have standards. They are not going to try to push you or pressure you into anything. They understand the value of building a solid foundation slowly and intentionally. The Emperor is patient. They are willing to invest time and effort into getting to know you properly and building trust. This is not someone who is going to rush you into anything before you are ready. They are going to move at a pace that feels comfortable and sustainable. And for you, Gemini, someone who values mental connection and needs time to feel truly comfortable with someone, the Emperor's approach is going to be perfect. What I also pick up from the Emperor is that this person is going to bring structure and stability to your life in a way that actually feels supportive rather than restrictive. Like maybe in the past, you dated someone who was too controlling or rigid, and it made you feel trapped. The Emperor is different. The Emperor understands that structure and freedom can coexist. They are organized and responsible, but they also respect your need for independence and variety. They are not going to try to control you or limit you. They are going to provide a stable foundation from which you can explore and express yourself freely. That is the healthy version of Emperor energy, and that is what is coming in for you. The Emperor can also indicate that this person has a good relationship with their own masculine energy, and likely with their father or father figures in their life. They have learned what it means to be a good partner and provider from positive role models. They are emotionally mature, and they have done their own inner work. The Emperor is not afraid of commitment. They are not running from intimacy. They have healed their own wounds enough to be able to show up fully in a relationship. And that emotional maturity and readiness is going to be so evident when you meet them. You are going to be able to tell pretty quickly that this person is different from others you have dated. The final card I pulled is the Fool and Gemini. I could not have asked for a better card to end this reading on, because the Fool is all about new beginnings, fresh starts, and taking a leap of faith into the unknown. The Fool is the very first card in the major arcana, representing infinite potential and the start of a brand new journey. In the context of this reading, the Fool is confirming that you are about to embark on a completely new chapter in your love life. Everything we have talked about so far, the Tower moment of the past, the healing, the new person coming in, all of it, is leading to this fresh start with the Fool energy. The Fool asks you to approach this new connection with an open heart and a sense of adventure. Do not let past hurts or disappointments make you cynical or closed off. The Fool is innocent and optimistic in the best possible way. Yes, you are wiser now because of what you have been through, but you can still allow yourself to be excited about new possibilities. The Fool says it is okay to be hopeful. It is okay to take a chance on someone new. It is okay to believe that this time could be different, because honestly, based on all these other cards, it really is going to be different. The Fool is encouraging you to trust your instincts and follow your heart, even if your logical Gemini mind tries to talk you out of it with worst-case scenarios. What I love about the Fool here is that it suggests this new relationship is going to feel fun and lighthearted in the best way. After dealing with heavy emotional drama with that past person, the Fool brings in energy of laughter, joy, spontaneity, and genuine enjoyment of each other's company. This new person is going to make you feel young and carefree. You are going to have fun together. You are going to try new things and go on adventures. The Fool is reminding you that love should be enjoyable, not exhausting. A healthy relationship should add to your life and make you feel more alive, not drain you or stress you out constantly. The Fool also represents taking a risk and trusting in the journey even when you cannot see exactly where it is leading. You do not need to have everything figured out right now. You do not need to know exactly how this new relationship is going to unfold or where it is going to lead. The Fool asks you to be present and enjoy the process of getting to know someone without putting too much pressure on it or trying to control the outcome. Just show up as your authentic self and let things develop naturally. The Fool energy is so beautiful because it is full of possibility and potential. Anything can happen. This could be the relationship you have been waiting for. And the Fool says the universe is conspiring in your favor, so trust the process. I also want to mention that the Fool can sometimes indicate meeting someone while traveling or in an unexpected setting. Or it could mean that this new relationship is going to involve travel or adventure together. The Fool is always moving, always exploring, always seeking new experiences. So do not be surprised if this new connection has a theme of exploration and discovery, whether that is literal travel or just exploring new aspects of life and yourself together. The Fool makes everything feel like an adventure. So Gemini, let me just tie all of this together for you because this reading is really painting such a clear picture. You went through a necessary tower moment that demolished a past connection that was not serving you. That was painful. And it resulted in the Three of Swords, heartbreak for both you and that past person. But you found your hope again with the Star, and you had the courage to walk away from what no longer served you with the Eight of Cups. Now you are in your power with the Magician actively manifesting and creating the love life you desire. Meanwhile, that past person is operating from this Seven of Swords, sneaky energy, watching you from a distance while being stuck in Seven of Cups, confusion and fantasy about what could have been. But you are not looking back because there is a King of Wands coming in for you, someone confident, generous, and action-oriented who has the Emperor stability and maturity. And this whole new chapter is starting with the Fool energy of fresh beginnings, excitement, and infinite possibility. What is so clear to me from these cards is that you are absolutely moving in the right direction. Everything you have been through has prepared you for this next level of love. That past person served their purpose in your journey by showing you what you do not want and teaching you to value yourself enough to walk away from what is not right. And now, the universe is bringing you someone who is actually capable of meeting you where you are and giving you the kind of partnership you deserve. Someone who is emotionally available, financially stable, generous with their time and attention, and genuinely excited about building something real with you. If that past person is watching you move on and feeling stressed or jealous about it, honestly, that is their karma for how they treated you. You are not responsible for their feelings or their regret. You did your part by being authentic and present in that connection, and when it became clear it was not working, you had the self-respect to walk away. Now they get to sit with the consequences of their choices, while you get to move forward into something beautiful. And I know your Gemini energy might sometimes wonder if you made the right choice, or if you should give that past person another chance. But these cards are very clear that moving on is the right move. Do not go backwards. Keep your eyes forward on what is coming. This new person who is coming in, they are going to show you what it feels like to be with someone who is ready for you. Someone who does not play games or keep you guessing. Someone who communicates clearly and follows through on what they say. Someone who makes you a priority and treats you with the care and respect you have always deserved. And honestly, Gemini, after everything you have been through, you deserve to experience that kind of love. You deserve someone who sees your value and does not take you for granted. You deserve stability and consistency and genuine affection. And that is what is coming. So my advice to you is to stay open. Keep doing your healing work. Keep raising your vibration. Keep being authentically yourself. Trust that the universe is orchestrating this meeting in perfect timing. And when this new person does show up, and you will know them by their King of Wands and Emperor energy, let yourself enjoy it. Let yourself be excited. Let yourself take that full leap into something new without letting past hurts hold you back. You have done the work. You have learned the lessons. You are ready for this next chapter. And if that past person tries to come back with their Seven of Swords energy or their Seven of Cups fantasies, remember these cards. Remember why it ended. Remember how they made you feel. And most importantly, remember that you have something so much better waiting for you. Do not settle for familiar dysfunction when you could have genuine partnership and love. You are worth more than that. And the universe agrees, which is why all of this is unfolding the way it is. I am genuinely excited for you, Gemini. This reading has such positive energy around this new connection coming in, and I think you are going to be pleasantly surprised by how different this feels from past relationships. This is your time. This is your fresh start. Embrace it with an open heart and trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Okay, beautiful souls, I hope this reading resonated with you. If you are a Gemini and this message felt like it was meant for you, drop a comment and let me know what is going on in your love life right now. Are you seeing these signs? Are you feeling this energy shifting? I would love to hear from you. And if you found value in this reading, make sure you are following for more tarot insights and guidance. Sending you so much love and light on your journey. Trust the process. Trust yourself. And know that the universe has beautiful things in store for you.